What is this? All right, cool. That's better. Yeah, that should work. Here. Set. Oh yeah, we're in business. We're in business. Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be covering the clutch cable on the bike and me installing the new one that I purchased. It turns out that this one here that I purchased from before was 2 inches too short.
That's what she said.
And this one here is supposed to be the stock one made for this bike. And well, sometimes whenever you go to purchase things, they don't always come out the way you plan it. So let's hope that this one works, and if it does, then we're in business. Alright, second thing I wanted to cover is the gas tank for the bike. The problem with the one that came on the bike is I looked at the inside of it, and I used a flashlight and a mirror, and the inside of the tank it doesn't look healthy at all. Besides the outside of the tank, it's got dents that are so bad, I don't think that they're going to be repairable. So for the guys over there at Dent Hogs, I did say I was going to send the tank to you guys, but unfortunately, I'm not even going to waste y'all's time because I've looked at the tank. It is beyond repair. I'm going to be scrapping it. And I've already looked into another one. I have been shopping for a tank for like 4 months now. And yesterday I found one. It's going to match this bike. It's already painted, but it's painted a pattern and a color that I'm not going to keep, but it looks pretty cool. It's patriotic. I like it. But it's not going to go with the theme of what I want this bike to be. So, that tank, I've already invested into it. I already made the purchase yesterday, and they say that it should be here somewhere around November 19th. So stay tuned for future videos in regards to that. So without further ado, let me go ahead and install this clutch cable. I'm probably going to keep this video pretty short today because I'm really not going to do much more with this. If I do anything else, it'll probably be working on the fuses and figure out the electrical issue with the turn signals. But today we're going to focus on that clutch cable. Okay folks, this is as far as I've gotten so far. Clutch cable is all installed, that's good. This is fine. It still has some pullback, but it doesn't seem strong enough to pull the handle back. See, oops, sorry. I gotta pull this back. It's supposed to, you know, come back out here again, but it doesn't do that. That is supposed to pull it back out, like so. So I'm gonna address that at a later time. I'm not sure if oil pressure has something to do with that, because this is not a dry clutch like you would find on Ducatis. This is a wet clutch system, so I'm thinking that the oil pressure has something to do with that. I don't know, but we're going to get into that whenever the engine's running, and I'll just make adjustments as I go. I also discovered, as you guys can see, I took a lot of the connections and stuff off and I put them up over here. I'll mess with the electrical later. My throttle cable right here, I only need one, because the design for this, I have discovered right now, I've only got one port for the wire to go in, and this bike comes stock with two throttle cables, which I don't understand why, because this thing is under a spring tension, and then there's another spring tension right there. So that closes both flaps, and trust me, those things have got some serious tension to them. So I think I'm only going to have one throttle cable. I'm going to take this cover off so I can hook it up, put it back on, and then probably get that and hook it back up here. But what I want to go ahead and just knock out is I'm going to take this bike outside, flip it around, and bring it back inside here. Let's turn this bike around so I can put oil in this bike. I want to make sure that it's good. I'm going to turn it over with the oil in the bike, which is something I'm kind of looking forward to. I want to see if I have any leaks while I'm here, because that's just about all I can do at this point besides electrical. So let me go ahead and put you guys on a quick little time lapse, because I got to move a bunch of stuff out of the way, disconnect the bike from the power, from the trickle charge, and then flip this thing around, back it in here, and get back to work.
NCI Music.
Alright, now with the bike flipped around, I had to run up to the store and go get another oil filter. But when I bought the bike, the owner already had oil for this bike. He was planning on doing an oil change, so since I drained everything, I've already got 3 quarts, which is how much this thing requires per spec. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off the old oil filter. I know this engine doesn't have any oil in it. I've already drained it. There we go. Yeah, see? Ain't nothing on there. That's good. It's fine. Use a little bit of the oil that's coming out of there. Put it on the O-ring on this. Call it a day. A little bit of oil. Put it on the ring itself, so you don't rip it whenever you go to put it on. Come on, there you go. Get it on there. And you just put it on and tight. That's it. There's something I've never seen before, and that would happen to be not just where you put the oil in the filler cap, but down below this is where the dipstick is. I mean, if I just now discovered it, and I've owned the bike for 8 months now. I'm just now seeing this. Yeah, that's the dang dipstick. I had no idea that was there. Not a clue. Who knew? Alright, so I'm just gonna stick that back in there for right now. Pop this open and get to filling. Jay. Alright, and that's it. It's 3 quarts. That's good. Alright, just a little bit of a mess, but it's not that bad. It's good. Good, 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 good. All right, 3 quarts are in there. Let's see what this has to say while the bike is sitting. Let's see. It's right on the mark. Cool. I like that. That's good. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up the connections and stuff for the starter, and I'm gonna spin the motor over and get some of that fresh oil all inside the engine. And let it pump through with that oil pump, and then I guess I'll call it a day with that. All right, so let's turn this thing over and see what we got. Let's pull a breather off of this. Alright, clutch. I'm gonna clutch the choke is closed. Stand up. Power on. I'm gonna hold that thing open a little bit. And the power button. Come on, where are you at? Crack it. Oh, that sounds good. Oh man. Okay. One more time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm excited. Woo! All right, let's try again. Let's see if it makes a difference in the choke. Oh man, I'm so surprised on how easy that starts. Oh, so much happiness. All right, that's enough of that. Man, that started up real quick, didn't it? Jeez, and it sounded so good. That sounded so good for as short of a time as it was. It sounded good. This bike is gonna run great. But with all that said, that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. If you guys happen to like the content of this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, y'all take it easy. I love you. Bye.